me start this off with the hardest question, or the biggest comment, I guess. About 10 years ago or so, I looked back, you have a felony record for about 3 things, I think. One was a drug charge, a forgery charge, and a domestic abuse charge.
Yes.
And now you run a company that I believe also hires people who have had past trouble with the law. And somehow you have gotten from there to here, successful business with, my understanding is, leasing numbers of trucks, 19 different employees on rotation. Welcome, and thanks for being here.
Appreciate it. Firstly, I want to thank you for having me on. I started this business after I had a different life, I guess you could say. I was just younger, didn't have too many older people to show me different things. So I was just kind of hanging with the crowd and doing what everybody else was doing, and kind of grew up and had kids and started to have my own brain and know what I wanted to do, and it led me to this.
So tell me how you grew up.
I grew up in Raytown, and my mother raised me. We was always over my grandmother's house. It was my mother had 3 kids. It was my brothers, me and my 3 brothers. I got a ton of cousins, so it'd just be me, my brothers, cousins, and the whole family over my grandmother's house. And then she ended up having more kids. I want to say when I was around 10, I had 2 more brothers, so it was 5 of us at that point. And it was just pretty much us.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't always have everything we wanted or needed at times, but moms would always make sure she would eventually get everything we needed,
Yeah.
And then I could probably say from that, it made me want to do more, going without sometimes. But
you thought that was a motivation in some sense?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Seeing my mother, providing, taking care of us, I didn't have my dad around, so she was pretty much doing, everything for all of us. So that always motivated me,
And so you went to Raytown South, is that right?
Yes.
Right. And so did you enjoy Raytown?
So I met just a lot of different people, and they did have a lot of cool things they taught us, and they had cool sports. So it was pretty cool. What happened was actually our house caught on fire.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, our house caught on fire, and we had lost everything we had.
What happened?
I think we ended up staying in hotels for a few weeks, and then she ended up, they had to rebuild the house because she had insurance. So we ended up getting the house back, but it was just a slower process because, it burned down and we had to wait for everything to play its course.
I mean, that's not easy to come back from.
No.
And you said it was an influence on you in some ways. You said it started then. What influence do you think that had?
We didn't really have a place to go, so it was kind of I didn't even have transportation to school. It was so easy, I guess, at the time, versus just do what I had to, just say, oh, I'm not doing school, and just, hang out with my friends who don't go to school. And then, when you're not doing stuff, you don't have anything to do, it brings up bad, So I lost friends, and it was just just didn't fit in.
Yeah.
After a while, I was then I felt like I needed to get money and do things, So it was let's try to hustle up some money instead. But the period, that lasted for a while. It lasted, probably up until the point where I kind of opened up my eyes when I got into a little bit of trouble. And then I'm sitting down, I actually had to think and looking at everything school was I really don't have nothing to show for it. I still live with my mom, I don't have a car at the time. I hadn't been anywhere really outside of Kansas City. So it was I wanted more. I'm just, wanting more out of myself and telling myself I can do better. I knew I can do better. It was just I gotta switch my environment, and I gotta actually do something that makes an impact, positive. And then even after that, when I grew up, she tried different things, and she always, tried to be, have different streams of income versus just her job, you know. So I always seen that. And then like my older brothers, they always like one of my brother, he just works, but he works really hard. And then my other two older brothers, like they always keep like different streams of incomes and have their own small businesses and different things going. So I see that and it kind of just motivates me like, okay, my brothers are doing it, I can do it too.
And so the people you hire now, why hire other people with past records?
I mean, because I was somebody with a past record and I was looking for a chance, you know, so I would feel like for me not to give somebody a chance when I was in that same boat before, you know, wouldn't be right. So the only thing right to do is, you know, give everybody an opportunity that